Okay, let's try and do this in one take so I don't have to edit shit. Okay, this week's been interesting hearing about what everyone thinks about everyone else or thought about everyone else. So it's come to my attention that some people think I'm weird and sleepy. I think Michael called me quirky like only several hundred times in place of using any actual other words, so I think he thinks I'm quirky. And when I asked around, I was told that quirky is like a mild form of eccentric, so he's basically saying that I'm nuts. He thinks I'm bonkers. And, okay. Oh, and Sean said that he thought that I seemed standoffish at first, which I actually get that a lot, and I'm not sure why I don't think that I am. Apparently, I am. And someone on Sean's video said that I seemed sleepy all the time, and, like, so I guess that's me, just weird, quirky, standoffish, sleepy, tired Chris. And guess what? Today, I'm gonna be not sleepy. Okay, so Chris Mateo, what to say about him? Well, he was the first person on this collab channel that I met. So, he first messaged me on my original channel talking about, like, just whatever. And then, so I saw some of his videos of, like, I think parties and stuff, and he seemed kind of like a party boy. And so that's kind of my first impression of him. He ended up being more goofy and more creative than I thought. I think he'd definitely be fun to party with, and actually we were supposed to this summer, but it just didn't happen, did it, Chris? Sean, I thought he'd be a lot more serious. When I first saw his audition video, he was all, like, dark and edgy and makeup-y, and I thought that he'd have a much sort of harder personality, because most guys who wear makeup in public kind of have to be like that to deal with people. But it seems like he's maintained a certain amount of softness and innocence. Joe, I thought he'd be more crazy. He's like a nerd, but not like an all-out in-your-face nerd. He's just actually like legitimately like a nerd in the best possible way. He seemed a lot more soft-spoken when I first talked to him, but he ended up being a little more outspoken and brash than I had first thought, so that surprised me. He's a little bit different. Casey is pretty much exactly like how I thought she would be. When I saw her, I was like, this chick is fucking weird. I want her in my pet collab channel. I think she has a sort of understated personality that most people might not get right away, but she's so... You know, Michael described me as quirky, but I think he also described her as quirky, and I think that is very dead on. She is very quirky, and I feel like she should be a character on a TV show. Actually, I feel like all of these people could be characters on a TV show. I kind of wish that we could just get together and make it... Okay, anyways, look at me, I'm not sleepy. So not sleepy, look at me go. Alright, Michael. He seemed bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and just like any good Brit. And he's lived up to that. Also, I think that his name should be Nigel. Because it just should. Nigel, I don't understand how he is so optimistic, but I like it. Good job, Nigel. Don, my first impression. He's cute. What the fuck is wrong with his accent? And I like him. So, I feel like there's a lot more to him than meets the eye. He has a really calm exterior, but I feel like there's more brewing under the surface than what you would see at first. So not much has changed from my original opinion of him, but I still think he's like that, although a little more goofy than I thought as well. And yeah, so there is my not sleepy, peppy, happy video about... Oh, and it's a little late, and I'm sorry for that again. I'm always a little late, but you know why? Here's why. Let me turn this, and this is why. This is my room. There is nothing in it, because I am moving. You know what that means? Well, that I'm moving, and that my life will never be the same, and that's why I've been crazy busy, y'all, honey boo boo child, and that's what I'm doing, and I just have never moved before, and it's weird. I don't want to, but I do. I'm so excited. It's exciting, and this video is gone on quite long enough, quite. This is my Nigel accent. Good day, Nigel. Pip, pip, cheerio. Oh, I bet I could do Don's accent. Wait. Hello, I'm Don. I can't do it. Okay, bye.